Let's make it a good day.
Today on The Jason Show, Jimmy Kimmel sits down with Quinta Brunson to talk about that Emmy drama. How did it go? You'll see. Then, she's the queen of pop culture talk, and she has 100 million downloads to prove it. Heather McDonald will join us live. And the cooking mom returns with perfect recipes for the fall season. The Jason Show starts right now. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
We're very excited today. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to The Jason Show. A great audience today, as always. Thank you. Hope you're having a good day. Hello. I'm Jace. Hello. Keep that love going. Keep that love going. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my sidekick sister from another mister. It's Kendall Mark, everyone. How you doing?
I am doing. Hi.
Happy Thursday.
Happy of the Thursday. I mean,
right.
we are well fed today now.
We did.
We
tape this show live, or we do it live from the Fox 9 studios in Eden Prairie, and obviously this is a news station as well. Our colleagues over at Fox 9 News, they're the studio next door. So there's a show on right before ours here locally called Fox 9 Good Day. And they were cooking over there. They were baking apple pie things?
Just little bars.
Apple pie bars. You can always tell. There are departments in this building that have never watched our show. They don't know who she is.
Nope, no idea.
They don't know who I am. But you can always tell when there's A, a celebrity in the building, or B, free food. Because people come down like wildebeests from other departments to eat. There are people, creative services, who I think are afraid of us. They ran down like little gazelles, you know what I mean, to get the free apple bars.
Yes.
It's like the Lion King.
Yes.
Before the unfortunate event with Mufasa. But yeah.
Before that.
But yeah, gobbled them right up.
Yeah, that Jackie, she knows what she's doing.
She does know what she's doing. They were really good. Hey, I want to thank my family. Yesterday, if you missed a show, look at it on YouTube. My family surprised me yesterday. My mom and my Aunt Char and my Uncle Stan. My Uncle Stan and Aunt Char are from Florida. They drove up here. I didn't know until yesterday when they were sitting in our audience. I should probably look today and see if there's any family members in our audience today. No family. Okay. It was great. We took them out to the Twins game yesterday. They got to see Target Field. Tonight, we're taking them to another favorite spot of ours. So I'm just trying to enjoy them as much as I can, because this weekend I'm out of town. So.
Did they love Target Field?
Loved.
Yes.
Loved. And I love Target Field. You know that. I love Target Field so much. They had a great time. My Uncle Stan he likes baseball. We ate all the food. We did all the things. It was great. Bought my mom a sweatshirt.
Of course.
Okay. My mother, thank you. My mother weighs 20 pounds.
Yes.
This is my mom right here. This is my literally,
right there.
This is how big my mother is. So she gets very cold very fast. It was 79 degrees yesterday.
A beautiful night.
She had 14 layers on. She had a t-shirt, she had an overcoat, she had a hood on, and then I bought her a twin sweatshirt because she was still shivering. But, I'm like, Mother,
Does she even come out of the house in the winter now that she's here, or is she just like
No, she's like Punxsutawney Phil. She just pops up, looks for a shadow, and she goes back inside until spring.
Poor Dar.
Yeah, poor Dar. I love you, Mom. I love you. But no, again, she's that big, so bless her heart.
Just goes right through her.
I know, it goes right through her. Meanwhile, my Aunt Char's like, oh, God, I'm hot. She's taking off layers. They're from Florida, I know. And I'm loving it. I loved it. The weather's been beautiful. And so there's another home game tonight. Go enjoy it if you're in the cities. It's a great time to do it. Let's get started, everybody. Time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. A very nice audience member got this for me, a new hot dish spoon. It's quite lovely.
I like it.
I like it too. It's rainbowy. Let's get started, dear friends. Jimmy Kimmel, I told you about this yesterday, came under fire after staging a bit with Will Arnett at the Emmys during Quinta Brunson, creator of Abbott Elementary, during her acceptance speech. So she was a guest on Jimmy's show last night, and you knew this would happen. They addressed the controversy. Let's look.
And then people got upset. They said I stole your moment, and maybe I did, and I'm very sorry if I did do that. I'm sorry I did do that, actually. And also, the last thing I would ever want to do is upset you because I think so much of you, and I think you know that. I hope you know that.
I do. Well, Jimmy, let me just say thank you. It is very kind of you to say that. I honestly was in such a moment of just having a good time. Like, I won my first Emmy. I was up there, like, happy.
Right.
And I was wrapped up in the moment and just having a good time. I don't know. I didn't see any of that. I saw you and I saw Will Arnett and my Emmy, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm having so much fun. But thank you. That's kind. But honestly, I had a good night.
She did, and she deserved it. She deserved it. She's amazing. So look at this. Look at this. She also interrupted Jimmy's monologue, and she thanked her family and friends. Quinta, if you guys don't know, is the creator, star, executive producer, writer, everything of Abbott Elementary. And like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Grey's Anatomy, Lost, and Desperate Housewives before it, Shondaland. Quinta has saved the ABC network. She really has. That show is one of the few broadcast shows to get any buzz. People are loving it. As far as the apology is concerned, I know, I get comments from the radio show, and we got a comment from a woman that thought that was insincere. I happen to respectfully disagree. I don't know what else you want in a situation like that. Jimmy's apology seems sincere to me. You may not like Kimmel, but I know enough about him to know he's a soft-hearted guy. After you apologize, I don't know what more he could do. He apologized, and you got to give people grace sometimes to accept their apology.
Well, and if she has accepted it, then who are we to say that it's not enough of an apology?
That
because
too.
That's the person that we're all up in arms about for, right?
And not necessarily this situation, but I was listening to Howard Stern and Robin. Hi, Robin, I love you. Talk about this, and Robin made a really good point. And don't misread my words here, not necessarily this situation, but some people would. We are just addicted to being outraged. We are in an era where we love to just get mad about everything. I do it, I'm a hypocrite because I do it on this show to make you laugh about Starbucks or whatever. Wow, it's just, we get mad about everything. We just think everybody's against us. So, Next on the dish, things are heating up in Aspen for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Erica Jane is tired. She's tired of people questioning her about her estranged husband's legal issues. So she packed up and moved out of Kyle's vacation house and into a Red Roof Inn. And that led to a split in the group. Look at this.
I don't really want to be around anybody that treated me like they did last night. For what reason?
Would it be a lot easier for the group if Erica just expressed some sympathy? Yes, but Erica has her own reasons.
I mean, I'll fly commercial home. I really don't feel good.
I don't care whether this is Kyle's favorite store in the whole world. These people and this place.
You're gonna fly commercial? The outrage. So the episode ended with a big fight between Renna. Remember, we've been hearing about this. Even if you don't watch the show, you've heard headlines that sometime in this season, there's a big fight with Kathy Hilton. Everybody loved Kathy Hilton, including me last year. But there's a big fight between Lisa Renna and Kathy Hilton. Look at this. Something went down between the two in a van, with Lisa texting others saying that Kathy was screaming and throwing things.
In a van?
In a van.
An unmarked van?
That sounds like a Jason show meeting. You know what I mean?
Go in the weathermobile.
By the way, Leo, stay on that shot. Right there, I love that Leo knows Eric zoomed in. Those two ladies right there, they're from our Rochester affiliate. Rochester. And they're sitting in our brand new Oprah Winfrey chairs. That's right. Those are actual, I'm not joking, those are actual studio chairs from the Oprah Winfrey show that Jeff stole. We stole them right from Harpo. So there we go.
I think we cleaned them like
we did
maybe
clean
once.
them. Yeah, once.
Yeah.
They're for very special VIPs, like those ladies there, as Eric tries to find other VIPs. Yeah, that's right. Next in the dish, Erica was on with Andy Cohen last night, and she cleared up comments that she made last week regarding those victims from the plane crash involved in all the legal stuff. Look.
Erica, number one question for you, Anju H. The viewers were upset that you implied last week that the victims were lying or saying that you don't care about them and you only care about yourself. What was your reaction to the feedback that you got off of that?
Well, I think that I didn't articulate it well. When I said these are not my victims, I should have said these are not my clients, because they were not my clients. They were clients of Girardi Keys, and Girardi Keys must make them whole. When we talk about some claims not being true, when you talk about the larger class action things, it is known that some claims are less than others and some are not valid.
Michael has
I love my favorite thing about that is Michael Rappaport raising his hand.
Like,
He's like,
excuse
I want
me?
to say something. I have something to say. It's just, it's a case of perception becomes reality. She doesn't have to show empathy, but I think it would help her legal case. I mean,
Right?
because she comes across as that she doesn't care at all. I mentioned one of our guests today, Heather McDonald. She is obsessed with the housewives, has intel. We're going to ask her how she feels about all this coming up a little bit later. That and the cooking mom. So stay right there. Go get another cup of coffee. We'll be right back in a moment. Yeah, she just comes across as, Welcome back to the show, my dear friends. Are you on the TikTok?
Yes, everyone's on TikTok.
Not
Jason.
everybody is. Let's take, Eric, take a shot, if you will, of the audience. A show of hands, who's on the TikTok? Who's on TikTok in our audience?
Two. We've got two.
One person. Okay, two.
We've got two.
Here's the deal.
Yeah.
But no. The
Our
audience.
show is TikTok.
The audience is with me. This is why I wanted to say this. I am intimidated by TikTok. And I'm a guy, I'm techie. I I try to keep up with stuff.
Yeah.
But I've talked about this for seasons now. I'm on Insta, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook. I've caught up with all of that. TikTok has befuddled me. I don't know how to use it. I don't know. I don't want to dance. You know what I mean? I think it's all dancing.
You know our show has a TikTok, right?
Well, I know that. I follow our show.
Oh, that's good. Do you follow me?
I do. I don't follow you yet,
Well,
but I need
isn't
to.
that nice? Okay.
Hold on just a second. Let me follow you here.
Okay.
But I don't know. I thought it was all about dancing, but then I mentioned Howard Stern. Howard and Robin had Rosie O'Donnell on there.
Yes.
And Rosie has comforted me about TikTok because Rosie just goes on. No, I shouldn't say just. Rosie goes on there and muses about her thoughts of the day on different topics. And I thought, I can do that. I'm doing that now. Like, this is what the show is. So I thought that TikTok, you had to dance, you had to use filters, you got to lip sync audio. I didn't know that you could just talk, connect with the audience.
So you're saying Rosie O'Donnell is your spiritual guide to TikTok?
I am, and I don't know why you're mocking that.
Are you having a deep moment about this? Is this a deep spiritual moment for you that you've understood
Rosie,
TikTok?
I'm not, yeah, because Rosie,
10-year-olds go on TikTok, Jason.
my mother's on TikTok and she's 67.
I'm just
you know
saying.
What I mean? I'm saying I'm late to the party. But no, I'm saying Rosie has millions of viewers. She's on millions of followers. She's very successful just looking in the camera and being real. And I think that's what the youngins want. That's why, there's a trend of people, I don't know why I scratch my neck like that, like a little gorilla,
nervous.
like a little monkey.
Nervous.
I'm nervous, but people don't like overly produced things on social media. They want that authentic, raw looking stuff. I can do that.
You can do that. The Gen Zers have made this a thing.
Okay. So my Twitter handle is Mr. Jason
Okay, wait, your
Matheson.
TikTok
handle
Oh my God.
is Mr. Jason Matheson because Jason Matheson was taken by a teenager in Idaho. Yeah.
That teenager.
And if he's watching, I'll pay you some money to get that back. I'll pay you to get my name back.
You know, when TikTok came out, that's the first thing I did, is I made an account before I did anything just so I could make sure I had my name.
Yeah, I know.
Because
I did that on the
happens.
others, but so go follow me. I promise I'll do something on there. Welcome back. Jimmy Kimmel's crew was at D23. That's the big Disney convention over the weekend. I told you about it on Monday, and they had some. Let's put it this way: some fun with the stars in attendance, and that, my dear friends, is our late night rewind.
Hi, I'm Anthony Mackie, and I'm about to find out which Disney character I am.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Please let it be Snow White.
Ooh, it's getting good. I see Nemo.
Who's it gonna be?
These are going so quickly that I can't tell who is who.
I hope I get Bambi.
That's a leg and a foot and an ankle. I guess I'm happy with that.
Please let it be Snow White. Please let it be Snow. Oh, come on. He's not a Disney character.
All right, shake it. Oh, come on, is this a joke? This is a joke. I hate Jimmy Kimmel.
I don't know what character this is, but it's Goat Nipples.
It's Goat Nipples. It's Goat Nipples. A dirty Band-Aid.
Oh, that one
That's
was
disgusting.
actually disturbing.
Have you? Well, I told you guys about TikTok. That's you do those little. Have you ever done those little things? I don't do that.
Yes, I did the age one, and TikTok knows I talk a lot of crap about it because when I held that thing up to my head to say, how old do you think I am? It said I was 69.
I'm very
69,
sorry. I'm very
Jason!
sorry. I'm very sorry about that.
I know I have wrinkles.
Leo, come back to me on 5. I think it's hysterical. Yeah. Next in the dish, there's great news for reality TV fans. We are 1 month away from the new season of Netflix's hit Love is Blind. Now, this is that pod show where they go in pods, they can't see each other, and they have to see if they love each other even though they can't see each other. Here's a little, did I explain that okay, Kendall?
Love is blind.
Whatever, 60-year-old. Here's a look at the teaser, look.
Where are you at, wifey? Come at me.
Boyfriend season is over. Let's go.
We came out here to take a chance on love.
I'm not for everybody. I just hope I will be for him.
Here we go.
Oh my God.
The new season will feature singles all from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's going to debut on October 19th. That's one of the good things that they do. That's a smart trick. They keep they pull everybody from one area, so it gives people a better chance. Because you don't want to have a relationship if you're in Idaho and you're in California.
Right.
I love that they do that.
I didn't know that until we were reading this. So when you explained that, no, they've always done that. I thought the same thing. I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense because otherwise, what are you going to do?
Well, and as you know, this is one of the 2 crappy dating shows that I actually like. Ted likes all of them.
Again?
I love Blank Boy Island on HBO Max. I am obsessed with that show. It's the best dating show ever. Yeah.
I can't.
No,
like,
you can't. You don't judge. You'll like it.
Don't?
Yeah, don't. And oh, by the way, and it's on HBO Max, and you get an AARP discount for HBO Max. That's right.
My father is 69. I mean, do I truly? That's not a problem. It's
Now,
a lovely age. But
that's
do
not what
I really look
they
like
didn't tell
it?
you that, did they? Pull it up while I do this next
Addie's
story.
nodding because she
Nope.
knows what I'm saying.
Next in the dish, good news for fans. Oh, this just broke. You're going to be like, whoa, what? Good news for fans of the podcast Serial. Remember Serial from like 8 years ago? The man who was the focus of that podcast could be free soon. Yeah, prosecutors in Baltimore have asked for a new trial for Adnan Syed and have asked that he be released, like now. The decision comes after a year-long investigation into the case. So if you don't know, he's serving a life sentence for the murder of his ex-girlfriend back in 1999. The Serial podcast raised doubts about his case way back in 2014. This was everywhere. I remember this was the year when I was only doing radio. There's one year I wasn't doing TV, contract stuff. And I was sitting in the parking lot of the radio station.
Listening.
And I didn't want to go in. I just wanted to finish whatever episode everybody was listening to it.
Well, and he seemed so likable too. I mean, that's just the easiest way to put it. In the interview, he even said that. He was like, I don't know if I'm being fooled, but he doesn't seem like someone who would do this vicious, horrible thing. And the cards aren't really adding up that he did.
I just remember, and audience, maybe you're with me, I remember going, and look, it was 8 years ago. I remember going back and forth. One episode, I would think, oh, wait, maybe he is guilty. Then the next episode, I was like, oh, no, he's not guilty.
No.
I was never totally convinced one way or the other.
Right, and by the end of it, you were kind of like, so did he do it or didn't he? You really kind of just got left out there to dry. I don't know.
Next on the dish, Wendy Williams is making news, but not good news. The former talk show host has entered a wellness facility again. I mean, I guess this, you know what, I should say this is actually good news. Her team says she's taking time to focus on her health and wellness as she prepares for what she's calling a major comeback. She's been open about her struggles with addiction. We all know that, as well as her other illnesses, like she has Graves' disease and lymphedema. And I just worry. The first thing that I immediately read into this release, and I don't know if Wendy did it or her people, she's still talking about her career. And I'm thinking to myself, don't worry about the career right now. Worry about yourself. Worry about your health. And then all that other stuff will come. And because the last time we saw her, we showed you that promotional video, remember, for her podcast? And she just, I don't want to use any terms because I want to handle this gracefully because you never want to stomp on someone going through a bad time. But she just didn't look right. That's probably the most polite way I can say it. She just looked off, and it looked like something was wrong with her.
Well, even if she never did another thing with her career, she's been so incredibly successful already, more so than most will ever be in their lifetime. So just take care of you.
Well, and I'm sure it's not great for her mental health when she's watching Sherry. You know, Sherry debuted this week. She's taking over. She's literally in Wendy's studio.
Yeah.
That can't be good. So I just hope she's with people right now that can help her through this, you know?
Right.
It's time to meet our next JVIP of the week. Today, it's Laura Mills. Hi, Laura. She says when she moved to Minnesota, she was lonely and sad and just needed a friend. Oh, now is this going to make me cry on a Thursday morning? Okay. Laura found The Jason Show and has been hooked ever since. She says, I feel like the friend she was looking for. Oh, okay. I cried yesterday. I'm probably going to cry today. This audience might make me cry later. Laura calls me funny and real and has a way of making her day better. Well, that's the best compliment you can give somebody. Thank you, sweetheart. Laura gets a Jason Show mug. She's also entered to win the grand prize, the monthly grand prize. That includes coming to the studio to watch our show, a $150 accessories gift card to Becker Furniture World, and a $200 gift card from Wood House Spa. That's real nice. That's real nice.
It is.
You don't laugh at stuff like that because
No.
I say it all the time. People wonder why I loved, not past tense, why I loved Dallas. I was connected to my grandma, and I've said this a million times. I didn't have a lot of friends when I was a kid. I was made fun of. So on Friday nights, the Ewings were my friends.
Right.
You know, I would look forward. I'd be like, oh,
Like
that's
your
my
family.
other family, and I felt connected and safe. I mean, I knew that JR would double cross me, but I felt safe. You know. I know he's not real. Anyway, we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. Coming up next, my dear friends, another show of great ladies. First, she's the queen of pop culture talk. Heather McDonald will join me today to dish about the latest hot topics. And of course,
I don't really want to be around anybody that treated me like they did last night.
the housewives. And the cooking mom returns. And today, 2 great recipes with 1 fall ingredient, apples. We'll be right back. So before we go any farther, just a little programming note. I think we're a little cursed this week. You may have noticed we teased Heather McDonald today. We teased her a couple days ago too. But listen to this. This is not a joke. She's supposed to be coming up. We hope she's coming up. She's connecting to us by Zoom, but this is not a joke. There is a worldwide Zoom outage right now. Yeah. So if you're working from home right now, you have the day off. So, if Ted can get a soup can over to Heather with a cord, we're going to talk to Heather in a little bit, but thank goodness our next guest is actually here. It's apple picking season, and that means all kinds of fun recipes, and no one has better recipes than the cooking mom, Amy Hatton, who's here not on Zoom. Amy doesn't need Zoom. She's here. Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, so good to see you.
It's good to see you. May I have a little personal moment with you and the
sure.
audience? We need to congratulate Amy. She's engaged. What are we looking at, sweetie? What is that?
Oh my gosh! First of all, you're putting me on the spot here, and I'm going to cry.
Okay.
You know what? There's a second chance at love, and my kiddos are raised. And I met someone wonderful several years ago, and we finally got all 5 of our 20-year-olds on board, which they're adults now, and we need to make sure that they're okay with this. And he surprised the heck out of me and dropped down on one knee.
On a boat, Amy?
Yes, on a river cruise in Europe, and I could not be more lucky. Yeah. I know.
God, you're making me look bad. I just proposed in front of a fountain. You know what I mean?
I had no clue.
Damn it, Amy.
I had no clue when these people snapped the picture on this river cruise and they sent us over a bottle of Dom. And it was like, what is happening? But yeah.
Look at James. I'm afraid of you.
I know.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. And you know what? I think the way to his heart was my cooking.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying?
Of course it was. And the fact that you're unbelievably kind.
Oh, thank you.
Well,
Thank
congratulations,
you.
sweetheart. What are we making today?
Okay, so it's football season.
It is. That's what people tell me.
And that means it's slow cooker season. It's back to school. Life is busy. And it's apple picking season. You know what I'm saying? Go pick apples this fall and take pictures. It's so fun. Fall's here and gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Get out there.
It goes quick.
Okay, so this is a winner. It's a little bit different than the traditional slow cooker pulled pork sandwich recipes. It's an apple bourbon pulled pork, and we know you like your bourbon.
I do because JR likes bourbon, so that's why. Yeah, that's right.
It's so quick, it's so easy, and it's so flavor. So I went to the Cub this morning. Hey, don't just stand there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay.
You got to work. You got to help me out.
I have to work. Yeah, what do I need to
chef.
do?
Can you just slice up some apples?
I can slice them.
And don't cut yourself.
I won't.
And I am lazy. I don't like to peel apples. Getting local apples, these are local apples. They're so much better. But anyway, just slice them up. You can peel them if you want.
Okay.
And you're
I
doing
shan't
great
be
there.
peeling
Don't
them.
cut yourself.
Yeah.
For the pork, I went to the Cub this morning. I couldn't believe this, you guys. Groceries are crazy expensive. Pork is still a really good value. I got this big old roast. You need to get like a 4 to 5 pound roast. This was a picnic roast. It was $9, but then when I got to the checkout, there was like a coupon on the little packet for an extra $5 off.
Look at that.
Do the math on that. I know. So like, there's still some good values out there. Doesn't matter if you get a pork butt roast. This happens to be a pork picnic
Did you just say
roast.
pork butt roast on my show?
I love saying pork butt.
I love that.
I love saying pork butt.
Okay.
I've been doing these for years. These slow cooker liners are amazing. This morning, though.
Do you know there are air fryer liners? My mom
I heard about
changed
that.
her life.
I need to get some of those. But
Yeah.
they came out with the small slow cooker liners. I was in my hotel, the Best Western in Eden Prairie last night, and I realized I bought the small ones. They're new. You want the regular size for this, okay?
Okay, regular size,
the
everyone.
Small does not fit. So I love the liners. If you're not using the liners, I'll still love you, but just might want to spray your crock. Okay, fat side up whenever you're doing any kind of a roast. Fat side up, okay? Now, how's the apples? What, you're good, you're good.
I'm barely listening to you. Okay, yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna take a boatload of brown sugar. I don't, who measures? But you can get the full recipe on my website, cookingmom.com. Okay, then I'm gonna douse this baby with a bunch of Worcestershire sauce, okay? If you like a little more spice, you could do like a spicier rib rub on here as well. So a good amount, like a 1/4 cup of Worcestershire, brown sugar, apple cider vinegar.
How many more damn apples do I have to slice? Is that good?
I'm proud of you.
Okay, isn't
You're
that good? Okay,
You're
yeah.
so good. Whoa.
Oh my God, we have 1 minute left?
Okay. All right, now comes the bourbon. I know you like to sample a little before we... I might have sampled a little bit last night in my hotel room. All right, so then goes the...
That's burning going down.
I know. Lid goes on. This needs to cook low and slow. I cooked, once again, my hotel room. I cooked this last night, overnight, in my hotel room. And the guests next door were like, what is going on in her room?
Can I pause real quick?
Yes.
Jeff, can we do one with Heather and then come back and do the second part with Amy after Heather? Can we do that?
Yeah.
We'll finish Amy next.
Okay, let's do that. Because again, worldwide Zoom outage.
Zoom's back?
Yeah. So let's do this.
I'm getting postponed for Zoom?
No. No, I'm not cutting you off. So no. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to finish this up. Heather McDonald will join us, maybe by a can, by a phone, something. But right now, I want to remind you, go follow Amy, cookingmom.com. We'll be right back with more. Stay with us. I love it. On a lighter note, welcome back. More with the Cooking Mom. Okay, I was so busy chopping your apples.
I know.
Schwabi's laughing at me. I was so wanting to finish that for you.
I am so proud of you. Okay, so again, we got the pork roast. We got brown sugar in there, apple cider vinegar, a boatload of Worcestershire, bourbon,
Yep.
a little extra bourbon, never hurt anybody, and some apples. Lid goes on low and slow all night long, like 10 to 12 hours, or get up really early if it's an afternoon game and get that going. Here it is.
Oh.
It just shreds apart. I love to serve this on sliders because sliders you can eat more than one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you can do barbecue sauce on the side. What I love about this recipe is all of a sudden at a certain point in time, and if this happened to anybody else, I struggle with barbecue sauce because of the acidity.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
So you can do barbecue sauce on the side if you want, but you don't have to for this.
Because sometimes it gets too much.
It's too much, and that's all you can taste. So
Here, I'll serve that. Do you want to start on the slaw?
Yeah, and just kind of pull it
Pull
apart.
it apart.
Apple pecan slaw. Coleslaw gets a bad rap. It can be so darn boring. You know, it can be also when you buy it at the deli, it can be so expensive. So make your own. This is dirt cheap to make. It's an apple pecan slaw, and it's super fresh. We're starting out with mayonnaise. You could use light mayonnaise. And then I've got apple cider vinegar, continuing with that apple theme, and some sugar. or you could also use honey. Whisk that together. Slaw is best made, Jace, like a good...
The night before?
Night before or morning of your get-together. And this goes great with whatever you're grilling. You know, it's still grilling season. If you're doing brats, if you're doing burgers.
Yeah.
It's a nice fall side dish. Then I've got some great, this is just bag slaw. I like to get the slaw if you find some with some kale in it.
Yeah,
you know, it's
a
just
good
kind
mix.
of a nice mix.
A texture mix,
Yes,
Amy.
or chop up your own cabbage, but that's, I don't love
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not, what am I, a colonial
you've
person?
Chopped enough apples.
Yeah, I'm not chopping anything
Red
more.
onions, parsley, and then some pecans. We're gonna throw these apples in. Little secret, because I love secrets, tips, and hints.
Yeah.
If you are doing stuff ahead, let's say you're serving an caramel apple dip, and I've got all sorts of great recipes with apples and caramel apple dip and a Snickers dip, and all that kind of good stuff on my website. To keep the apples from turning brown, move over lemon juice. That's kind of old school, right?
Yeah.
It works, but doesn't taste that good. Dip the apples in a lemon lime soda, like Sprite or 7-Up, and they can stay on your fruit tray or in the kids' lunch bags and not turn brown for hours and hours and hours, and it tastes good.
Well,
yeah.
shiver me
nice
timbers.
Nice
We have,
little
like-
tip. Yep. A little toasted pecans in here. Toast your nuts in a dry skillet or on the stovetop to bring them back to life. And,
Boom.
and yeah, you've got a great game day spread. It's just perfect, yummy stuff for fall.
We got to go. Tell everyone
Yeah.
about your newsletter.
It's free. Go to my website, thecookingmom.com. Lots of great recipes. I send out recipes every week. I'm hosting culinary vacations, and I'm all about keeping life in the kitchen easy. breezy. Yes.
Easy breezy.
Yes.
We'll have more on social media too. Follow us, Jason Show TV. Addie will post some pictures of all of this. We'll be right back with Heather McDonald, maybe right after this. That's beautiful.
It's really good.
That is real good. Well, our next guest is a huge star in Hollywood pop culture. I love her. Her podcast, Juicy Scoop, I gotta say it like that. Juicy Scoop has more than 100 million downloads and is ranked among the top comedy podcasts in the United States of America. She's gonna be, that's right, she's gonna be in town Friday night at the Fitzgerald Theater. Joining us after she broke Zoom, Heather McDonald, everybody. Heather.
Hello, thank you.
Heather, you broke Zoom.
I mean, listen, I wanted to come on, but I think there's probably some other people that thought they were going to have a day off of work. So
I know.
You know,
seriously,
it's not a win for everyone.
Well, I'm so glad you're here. I love you. I'm a huge fan. I try to be professional, but I fan out sometimes. And I'm so glad you're coming here. How you doing? Because if you all don't know, Heather made news over earlier in the year. You fainted in Arizona.
I fainted on stage in Arizona like 2 minutes into my hour-and-a-half stand-up show. And the good news is I was completely fine. I mean, I did hit my head really hard, so I had to recover from that. I had black eyes. But I had every test done, and they have no idea what it was. And it was my only viral stand-up moment ever was just me fainting. So that's the saddest part of the story.
But you're doing okay, sweetie? You're recovering well?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm lucky. I'm fine. And then somebody just stole my move. Did you see? There was a guard that fainted.
Yes. During
part of the Queen's 12-day funeral, and I was like,
they stole your look, Heather.
Stop stealing my bit.
I know. And thanks for kicking off your tour here, Heather McDonald. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm very excited because a lot of people have seen my stand-up. But the podcast is so popular, and so I wanted to do something different. So it's a live Juicy Scoop, but even if you've never gone to the show or heard the show or whatever, it's kind of just like a fun variety show. We really do a lot of different stuff in pop culture, and I've got Justin Martindale, who's a hilarious comedian who's on my show a lot, being my co-host. So I'm kind of excited about it because it's just different than what I was doing in the past year when I'd come, and I haven't been to St. Paul or this theater, so I'm very excited. And we're gonna leave in a couple hours here. I have a nice dinner, then I'll see you guys Friday night.
You'll love it. The Fitz is such a good theater, Heather. You'll love it. It's a real cool vibe in there. Cool. I mentioned at the top of our show in our hot dish segment. I gotta ask you about Beverly Hills. I told the audience
Please.
I would. Right? What was that last night, Heather? What was that?
Well, listen, to catch people up, There's Kathy Hilton, mother of Paris Hilton, and there's Kyle, her sister, who's been on the show for 10 years. Kathy joined a couple years ago and was like a fan favorite. Everyone loved her kookiness and all of that. Well, in January, they all went to Aspen, and through social media, Lisa Rinna and other people were leaking that she was not acting very classy Beverly Hills like the mother of Paris Hilton you would expect. And it was like, was there a slur made that she said, but it was never caught on camera. And now we finally got to see last night what happened, but we still didn't get to see what happened because it wasn't on camera. So at the end of the night, they go to this private club where the cameras couldn't go. And then afterwards is when I guess she exploded on Kyle, and Lisa Rinna was a witness to it. And now Lisa Rinna is like, people think she's quit the show. There's word that she's not on the schedule for BravoCon, and she's sharing her text with Erica about how shaken she was by Kathy Hilton's horrible behavior after they got back from the nightclub in which no cameras caught it.
Well, and Heather,
that's the scoop.
Well, and to further catch people up, so Kathy got real mad, y'all, because Kathy has a brand of tequila. Like all the wives have products, Ziploc bags, pins, stickers.
Yes.
But Kathy has some tequila, and she got real mad because the women weren't drinking her damn tequila. So this fight isn't about tequila, is it, Heather? It can't be.
No, because it's weird because the tequila is Eva Longoria's tequila. She's just an investor in it.
What?
But maybe because she doesn't have anything else. I mean, they did, at first I thought they were being mean to Kathy because I'm like, you all push your products. But then when they flash back and they show how many times she's brought up this product. So then Lisa Rinna is like, can I try that 818? That's my girlfriend Kendall Jenner's tequila. And, Kathy Hilton's getting mad. Well, if you think about it, Paris and Kim Kardashian were best friends. Kathy and Kris Jenner were very good friends for a long time. Then they had a rift. This is the inside scoop. Then they had a big rift and break because the Hiltons were not happy that Kim and the Kardashians had their own show. Then they got back together and got friendly. So the whole thing of throwing this, Kendall Jenner, Kris Jenner, whatever, throw this into the mix is also just such a small circle, really.
Yeah. And did you hear, Heather, Erica last night and Andy say that when the reunion was done this year, they did not take a cast photo, that nobody hugged, and for the first time, they just walked off the set.
I mean, it's going to be juicy. I mean, it's dark, but it is juicy. We need at least one person that's facing either complete bankruptcy or jail time in every cast, which is sad because we all act like it's dark, but then when we're like, I'm sorry, like no one's getting divorced, no one is, a fraud.
We're out.
This is it's like gone so far.
Yeah.
From kind of the fun of it. I mean, I still think that the women are all very entertaining in their own right, but it's
Heather,
a lot.
We have like 40 seconds. What are you hearing
Yes.
about? What are you hearing about Roni? About Legacy or the new season? Are you hearing anything from Jeff, from Andy? What are you hearing?
I'm hearing that that definitely there's going to be this younger cast. And they're starting to have trouble with who they chose because now those women are having second thoughts. So there'd be a younger cast like by themselves on Peacock or vice versa. And then the other Legends cast would still be on. So there'd be two New York casts, but I don't know who's coming back. There's rumors that Ramona's not coming back. There's rumors that maybe Jill Zarin will come back, but it's all rumors. Nothing has really been confirmed. But there's definitely going to be two casts.
Oh, Lord. Heather, I love you. I can't wait to see you. Thank you, sweetie, so much for doing
to watch.
this. Thank
Come
you.
see me. Thank you.
Check out the Juicy Scoop podcast wherever you get your podcast, plus tickets to her show Friday night at the Fitzgerald. Go to heathermcdonald.com. I pointed to nothing there. Thought there was a graphic. I'm pointing to my knee. .net. heathermcdonald.net. There it is. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. .net. Welcome back. Rochester! There we go. It's time for the world's shortest segment. I don't often just scream cities' names, by the way. Yeah. If you're in the market for a feather boa, good luck finding one in New York City. Listen to this. Harry Styles fans are buying out boas all over the Big Apple and online. They've become the must-have accessory after Harry wore a boa one time at the Grammys last year. Now fans are buying them up to wear to Harry's concert at Madison Square Garden. He's doing a residency. Stores that sell boas say they've never seen anything like it. Poor Aaron Schwab will never be able to buy another boa again. That's right. We'll be right back, everybody, to wrap things up. Stay with us. Back in a moment. Welcome back. Okay, you know how this works. We don't know what's in the surprise goodbye until right now. Roll it. Here we go. The Washington Commanders football team doesn't seem to know where they belong. Check out the mugs that were sold at the home game on Sunday. The team is based in Washington, D.C., but the mugs feature the team logo over the outline of the state of Washington. Wrong, Washington. After getting called out on social media, the team has removed the mugs. And by the way, remember at the top of the show we told you about that app that told Kendall she was 69? Well, we just did it during the commercial break for me, and it says I'm 25. Looking real young. Tomorrow, producer Ted heads to the North Oaks rummage sale, and Michaela Holmgren is back. But right now, go out there and be yourself, because nobody, not even TikTok, can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a good day, everybody. 25.